To live through that again and again, I mean, it's punishment. And it's going to be a tough pill to swallow.
The Madoff miniseries on ABC tonight is stirring nightmares for a local victim of Bernie Madoff's evil scheme, but his story is different from the other victims.
The 10 News reporter Ariel Wessler shows us how his life was turned upside down because Madoff actually made him lots of money, Ariel.
Yeah, he did. And Steve, he is among the 24 San Diegans scammed by Bernie Madoff. Now, I want to show you, this was the trailer from tonight's mini-series over here at Madoff. And for many of us, this is pure entertainment. But for the man I spoke with tonight, it's a horrifying reminder of what he nearly lost.
I don't know that I can watch this.
For 86-year-old Ernie Abbott, the emotion is still raw.
I sort of resent it in a way because I think we're glamorizing the situation. I know this is all make-believe, but awful.
Even almost a decade later.
It sounds like him. Yeah, it does.
They'll give me their money and I make them richer than God.
To live through that again and again, I mean, it's punishment. And it's going to be a tough pill to swallow.
Abbott says a friend convinced him to invest with Madoff, who spoke to him personally over the phone.
He said, you'll never earn less than 10%.
Abbott did very well, but a short time later got a bad feeling and took his money out 3 years before Madoff's Ponzi scheme became a public nightmare. Even so, the courts still came after Abbott's money.
We're going to collect it, and you better make provision for paying up.
So he hired an attorney who fought for 2 years while he lost sleep.
What happens to my family and what happens to all my plans for my kids and for my wife. There was the great possibility that Ernie Abbott could become one of the homeless.
And if Madoff were sitting in front of Abbott today,
you are worse than anything I can think of on earth. How can you live with yourself?
Now, in the end, Abbott survived the scare, but those emotional scars for him still run deep, and he feels guilty for all of those who did lose so much. Now, this miniseries was actually inspired by ABC's chief investigative correspondent, Brian Ross, and the reporting that he did for a book, his book, Madoff Chronicles. You can catch part 2 of this miniseries tomorrow night on ABC 10 at 8 o'clock. Live in the Live Center, Ariel Wessler, 10 News.
Yeah, his crimes hurt so many people in so many ways, as we just saw. Thank you, Ariel.